now that we've composed ourselves, because if you don't know this, we recorded these at once, even though they'll be separate videos. But yeah,
I think people
magic.
Let's just say shit got dramatic in the middle there. So,
don't ruin it.
The news. You know, it's just the news, right? That's what we're gonna do now.
That's the power of
news.
News stories, things that have happened. We haven't done this in a little while, so there might be some older stuff in there, so we'll do it. First thing I'm going to bring up quick, because this is probably not where we should be starting this, because it'll probably make it go on forever. But more console wars stuff happened.
Heated console wars.
Yeah, so anyways, Microsoft recently, they're in a habit lately of reversing their decisions on things, and so they have done also with indie publishing.
And people have a habit of not giving a shit.
They've done away with indie publishing.
No.
Because I thought that's where
you
we
can
were.
now self-publish an
Wow.
indie game on Xbox One or whatever. Maybe that is
Well, don't tell Phil
retroactively
Fish, because he's already canceled.
Didn't he quit video games
Yeah.
now or something? So
He's quit video
Doesn't
games
matter.
because he doesn't like internet people telling him.
Customers. They're called customers.
yeah. Anyways,
But
I don't want to get into that.
he might
We'll be
like
here
us
all
to
day.
scathing leather.
Scathing leather?
He might tell us where the reason why he quit the industry, right?
No, it was that other
What do
guy.
we know? We're just people that play the games and purchase them.
No, it was that other guy who commented on his thing and was mad that Phil Fish didn't comment on a rumor. And then he flipped out because he's Canadian and that's what they do.
No, Canadians apologize.
All right. Anyways,
He didn't apologize.
He's a bad Canadian.
He's
so
like a hipster Canadian. He's trying to be American.
Okay.
so now indie publishers can go on Xbox One or whatever, just the same as they can on PlayStation 4, I guess.
Is there a reason why you're guessing?
Well, because there might be some
Caveats?
backdoor fine print or something.
Oh, it could be a typical Microsoft play where they're like, "Don't worry, we're doing it differently," and then you're like, "Oh, cool! Here's our contract." And
Well,
you go, there's some questionable writing on page 47, and they go,
I mean, the first $20,000 goes to you, and then
this to me is just another. Well, okay. So I pre-ordered PlayStation 4. You said you're gonna get a PlayStation 4, definitely first or whatever.
I'll get a
Kid
kid
doesn't
first.
care. Have you decided on what you're
I'm
gonna get
going
first?
PlayStation 4 most likely.
Okay, so
Because
anyways,
again, I go play with my friends and I follow my friends. And
and that's what Kid said. So eventually, Kid will
"Really?
get a
Where's your
PlayStation
gaming
4.
PC case?"
So,
it has a terrible 3D 3D card, and I have trouble with my internet.
so in
If
other
I brought it
words,
downstairs, I'd be fine.
Kid's gonna get a PlayStation 4 too. So at some point,
No comment.
yeah.
I'm just hoping they put more RPGs on it.
So
They usually
Even more.
most
I don't-
everything would be multi-platform.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will be RPGs on it.
All they need
But,
is to stream those PS3 RPGs.
and it's already kind of the MMO system, so I'm guessing Elder Scrolls Online will be on it. So
I thought I did hear it was going to be for.
It may have been announced. I haven't heard anything about that for sure. I know they've said that they want to bring it to consoles now because they originally said it was just going to be PC. That's not really the news, but
That sounds
that's like rumor or just they said they want to.
Rumors
bring it.
are news.
Okay. Here on No You Listen, just the news.
It's No You Is Just the News and some
rumors.
The album by
and Stevie Nicks.
Yeah, Stevie Nicks just pops up. There you go, new graphic. It's the news. Huey Lewis crossed out and Stevie Nicks holding the skull from the cover of Rumors.
Or it just comes up under the table and just stops like right there and then goes back down.
Oh man, now I
So-
want some Mexican food.
So what I was
This
going
is
to
making
say,
less and less sense.
what I was going to say is,
Three
Microsoft is trying really hard to get everyone who said, I'm going to get PlayStation 4, screw the Xbone and all that shit, and by just conforming to whatever the PlayStation 4 is doing. Here's the problem with that.
That's a
The
good
PlayStation
business
4
model.
No, here's the problem. The PlayStation 4, they've announced this stuff for, months or whatever. They're getting ready to fine-tune and, fix any bugs and get their console ready to be fucking awesome. While Microsoft here is going, oh, we need to change this, and we need to do this, and make this different, and we need to do... It's like last-minute panicking, and it makes me not confident in the new system that they're putting out.
It's a lot of
Especially from the company that gave us the Red Ring of Death last generation with the systems that originally came out.
Come on, you really didn't
And
see
now
that
you make
coming?
it worse, though? Yeah, but okay, so you think maybe they learned their lesson, but now they're changing
No, of
things
course
and
not.
doing all sorts of stuff?
No, it doesn't fill me
I
with
knew-
confidence. So.
Yeah, I knew they didn't learn the lesson when they actually came up with the whole Xbox thing. One thing, and they
their first announcement.
it just
Well, the first Xbox was good.
No, their first announcement for the Expo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
they just
Yeah, but even that was
they
after
rushed these
PlayStation
stupid
4 's
ideas without really checking with at least I'm pretty sure they would at least check with some gamers at the idea of some of these things they want to do with it or something.
No,
You'd
but
think they
this
would,
is-
but this is clearly what Microsoft did this entire time.
Preparation. There's
Well,
all
this
things
is
they didn't
also-
prepare.
This is because they were top dog
Yeah.
this generation.
They
so they feel
rushed-
they can do no wrong.
They rushed the
everyone goes
Xbox,
with
gave us the red ring. They rushed this without actually checking people if these were actually good ideas that they were doing. And
I think the
now
main
they're
issue
scrambling to
is
fucking fix it.
the main issue is that a lot of these ideas are going to become standard.
Yeah.
And Xbox thought that because they did so well on the last generation, they could go, let's do this, and Sony would go, well, it was going to happen anyways. Let's
And
let
they
them
just
take the
follow
platform.
suit? No.
Instead,
Yeah.
Sony goes, no, all of that that's not me. That's no us.
Honestly, it takes a lot of balls to take that first step to that shit.
But it also takes even lesser balls to be backpedaling your entire way through since you're now.
Exactly.
And a lot of this stuff, a lot of the decisions shouldn't be that hard to correct on the back end because it'll be like, don't charge. You
Right.
know, but
But it's still that's their business model right now is to copy what their competitor is doing.
Okay, but this is.
Wait,
this
is that a
do what they
strategy?
were
to
used
do?
to.
well, when the,
Okay.
the strategy is either charge and restrict everything, or nah, go have fun.
But also, they've made their point where they're like, this is how we're going to do things. We're going to do things like this, and they said we can't just change it. We can't do all that stuff. And now they've been spending most of these months or the last 2 months just changing everything, saying the things they said they couldn't do. Now they're doing it right away.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like in the face of
Well,
Sony, like dancing
here's-
around, going on the huge piles of pre-orders.
Here's
Well,
another,
here's
here's another
another
thing.
Like,
Here's another thing, though. Some people are looking at this as them changing their mind, going, "Oh, well, they're just doing things to make the system, better now, to make it what everybody wants and all that kind of stuff."
I mean, what the Sony came
They're
out with already.
doing basically, I'm saying this is what some people are saying,
Yeah.
and they're like, this is just going to make people go back to Xbox. This is just something to make people want an Xbox more, right?
Yeah.
That's what the goal is.
That's their
right?
goal.
But here's the thing, though, because recently they just announced the price point of all their accessories, and everything is like $10 more than an Xbox 360 version. So they kind of go, oh, we're listening, and we're going to do this for you, and then we're going to charge you more money. And so it's like, wait, you're getting good press now, somewhat, other than people like us who are now skeptical of what the fuck are you doing.
I think
I gotta say with that.
And then you come out and go, but we're going to steal your money still.
I
in
think
other
it
ways
started a
now.
lot of bridge fires that aren't getting stomped out.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I think for some
That's a
people...
stupid metaphor.
Sorry, but do you really expect them to charge
I
the
think
same amount of money as they do for the Xbox 360 accessories that they do with the Xbox One?
Yeah.
Obviously, they were going to raise prices. Obviously.
No, not obviously.
no,
If
no,
anything,
it's not-
Every generation, stuff gets more expensive.
No,
Games,
no.
controllers, everything.
if anything, prices should go down.
yeah.
I don't expect that.
Of games, at least, because look at Steam. If everything's going to be download future going forward, we should get fucking sales all the time. And plus, we don't have to pay for the manufacturing and the discs and all that kind of stuff. Yes, we are still going to have discs this generation, but
And I
they
think-
should have something to make people want to start downloading games. They haven't done anything to make people
Yeah.
want to start doing it. In fact, Xbox even says you can't remove the hard drive. So why would you want to fill it with a bunch of downloadable stuff then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't use the computer and that, so you don't know Steam. Like they
I know they have sales. Dude, I've
Amazing.
seen.
No,
I have
that's
this.
stupid sale.
And the
I've
big
been on the
summer
internet
sale
enough times and people go like,
sale.
"Oh, I have all this money." Oh, Steam about to hit
Hey.
him behind the head with a fucking
yeah.
lead
Right,
pipe.
what you
I've
bought
seen that.
Sleeping Dogs for $5.
I
Holy shit.
bought a shit ton of games on the summer sale.
I'm aware. I'm aware
Sleeping
that
Dogs
Steam,
is worth
I'm aware Steam has crazy
$15.
sales.
Hey, look, your college
That's what I bought
tuition
it
has
for.
come in.
Or actually, no,
Here's a
11.
Steam sale.
$11. I bought that, but I
It's
had
not
like
just
20%
that.
off. And
It's,
I had like
it's not
$10
just that I bought it for like $5 or whatever. It's the
But
fact
it's-
that now I don't have to worry about taking up space in my Xbox 360 hard drive, which is full. Now I don't have to worry about it not being forgotten about because I'll just play PlayStation
As
4
we-
and not care about the
As we
old
close
systems.
in on GTA 5's release date with my 400 megabytes of free space on my Xbox hard drive, I cringe at
Yep.
what I'm going to have
Yeah.
to. What will I
Me
lose?
too.
What will
Me
I
too.
sacrifice for GTA?
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything I love will be gone. But probably Blade Storm.
Sacred 2, probably.
I don't have that installed, but I
Okay.
do have Dead Rising, and I haven't played that in a while. I could probably delete that.
Okay, so
But also, what will I lose?
So what were you saying, Kate? You don't play computer games? What was all that?
No, that wasn't it. I was just
Oh,
saying.
that was it?
The Steam.
He was letting me know, like I didn't play computer
Well,
games.
well,
Also,
I
I don't
don't
expect
know
them.
So you're not familiar with the platform, which means you don't.
I'm aware. No, I'm aware that
Aware.
Steam has crazy sales.
You're aware of.
I see that online already.
Okay.
Like their sales are in
Does
fact
anyone know
crazy.
how much the Wii U tablet controller costs?
Who gives a shit?
No one does.
I don't know either, but
Literally no one in America
I
knows.
I want to say
Only Richard
I
was
want
here.
to say that I think it's about $100, and with the prices of the accessories for Xbox going up, we're getting to that. You're not getting a fucking screen on this shit,
Yeah.
so why would it cost that much that we're getting close to that price? point?
$30-$40 for a headset. I'm like, fuck that.
I think it was like 30, 25 or 30 or something like that. But it's just the basic wired headset. It's not like you're getting a wireless headset or anything.
Yeah.
And the charge and play kit controllers, which is pretty much what everybody gets, right?
$60 now, I see.
It's $75
$75.
now.
Ouch.
Whew. That's.
I'll
So
get a
for the
splinter
price of
on
a game, I can get a controller and a.
More than a game.
Yeah.
You can get a controller with a
Well, no,
charger.
more
what
than
are the
current
prices
games.
for
We
the
don't know.
accessories to the PS4?
I could buy 2 used games for that
Have they
amount of
released
money,
those yet?
but I wouldn't.
I
be able
don't
to
know if
play
they've
on
announced those
Xbox.
yet.
Hey, I get to play.
So they could
I
do the
buy
same
like
thing.
10.
PlayStation 4 could come out and do the same thing. They could
That
have
is
more
true.
expensive things.
We don't know.
Oh, you
I'm
know
not
what?
saying- I'm not saying-
we know Sony's tactic here though. They let Microsoft come out and announce that, and everyone getting a big uproar about it. Now they're going to come out and go, same prices! And everyone's going to go, yay, Sony! You're amazing! And then Xbox is going to go, fuck, they did it again!
They may
So-
airbrush it. They
I
may,
didn't see this coming.
They may only have half of their accessories, like $10, just so they can go. This stuff isn't any more different, and
Yeah.
then they won't talk about the
You know
headset
what, though?
being the same price or anything like
Well,
that.
to be fair, if they have like the core things of a controller and a headset be about the same price.
Do
and
they
then
need
have-
to though? They're going to get new income stream from PlayStation Plus subscribers now.
Which they've upped. You've said they changed
Well,
it.
now you need that to play. Although you
don't need it to
developers
play.
decide, but basically,
Yeah.
your Sony games obviously are going to need PlayStation
Right.
Plus and things like that.
But
Except
I mean,
for DCU Online.
That's about the
which
same
is
as
gonna be
paying
free.
for Xbox Live, and if you're jumping.
Actually, it's cheaper than Xbox Live. PlayStation Plus for a
There
year
you
is
go.
$50, and you get free games every month.
You get
Xbox
free
is
games
trying
from
to do that
Xbox.
now.
You know, do it.
You can
You
get.
got
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2. I just finished it. It was actually pretty awesome.
Oh, you finished? Did you fist fight the Pope?
I did. Down in the basement.
Spoilers.
After he was a tech wizard.
It's free game.
if-
Go
if-
fucking buy it.
Yeah, no, it's
For
free
free.
and it's a great game. But if you were going to play it, wouldn't you have already bought it for like $5 in a sale somewhere? Or
I
something?
played it when.
Nope.
Played it off of GameFly.
I did.
Like
I
years ago.
did.
I never got around to it because I didn't finish the
All right.
first one.
Anyways,
then
that
I
was-
saw the second one was free, and I'm like, oh, okay. I'll
That
do
was a
free.
long time, which is why I worried
That's
about.
my kind of price.
I worried about starting with that news story because I figured we were going to spend a lot of time talking on it. So I'm going to try to end that right now and tell you that the
I've tried to
next
end
section
things
of
before.
news stories will hopefully go a little
Sorry,
faster.
little Joey.
Hopefully go a little faster in the next section of news stories. And they will either be things from Comic-Con or they will be things recently that deal with comics or Comic-Con in some way.
That's the power of
Comic.
News.
do this.
Announced there. So let's run down this stuff. All right. Number one, pretty much the big news that people are talking about the most coming out of Comic-Con is that the next Man of Steel sequel or whatever is going to be Superman, Batman, or Batman vs Superman, or some
World's
form of
Finest.
that. Whatever they want to call
Is
it.
it World Finest or is it?
I don't think they have an exact title yet. I think they're
The
just saying
logo
it's-
looks a lot like the World's Finest logo.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, it's just going to be Batman and Superman together, and it's going to be, Henry Cavill again. It's going to be that continuation of that story, and then they're going to introduce new Batman.
Hate it.
So,
Whoa, what?
Hate it.
and it's also
It's
it's
a terrible
going
idea.
it's going to be Zack Snyder, and it's going to be based around Dark Knight Returns. So now that we got those details,
All right, now I hate it. Wait, so it's gonna have Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
No, they've not said that Joseph Gordon-Levitt will be in it or not in it, and I think I heard that he's probably not. Like I think he's said I don't want to do it or something like that. So.
It's probably a safe bet.
Are we going to keep mentioning Joseph Gordon-Levitt, though, so those playing at home can keep drinking from their glasses? Is that what's going on? So... All right, so...
So wait, so it's
Okay.
gonna be. They're just,
So,
they're
can't you
team
hate
up?
the idea?
But you
Hate
hate
it.
it.
It sounds terrible. Just
What do you think? Just quick impressions, and then we can maybe discuss a little bit.
Well, I don't hate it because I don't know what they're doing.
Well, yeah,
It's,
exactly.
They're
It's too
just
early.
in a movie together.
It's too
It
early.
doesn't
to
sound
tell.
like they're making a Superman movie. It sounds like they should make a Superman Batman. Sounds
It
like
is.
Alien versus Predator.
It's a
No,
setup
there's-
for
there's-
Justice League.
There is an entire run of comics called World's Finest, where it's
Yeah, yeah.
Batman
I know.
And there are animated
But
movies
no,
based
that's-
on some
It
of these.
sounds
huh?
like they didn't like the new Man of Steel movie so much. They need
No,
Batman.
I don't think-
they need
no, I don't think
Batman
that's
to
true,
back him up to make it look better.
But-
No, I don't
To
think
be
that's
fair-
true at all.
Well, hold on.
That's what it
that's
seems
true at
like.
all.
And that it seems like you're like it could not. It's not that they're saying that the new Superman movie is going to be Superman Bat movie. They're just the next time Superman's in a movie.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Why?
Superman and Batman.
Instead
of
of it being a Man of Steel sequel like they
Well,
originally
hold on.
said.
DC has to do something to do better movies to compete with Marvel.
Right.
And you take
No, just
Superman.
to get people to go see their shitty movies.
Yeah. Take Superman, one of their best known IPs, and Batman, their
who's
other best
movie
known
gold.
I
IP.
enjoy the movies or the cartoons with Superman and Batman together, but the idea that like they just
The
Okay,
idea that
okay.
they might
they refresh
put
the
them
series
together.
all over again.
This may be opening a
And
can
the
of worms
second
based on what
one.
you just said, but take out Avengers and who has better movies over the last like 5 years?
Well, you mean
Marvel or DC?
Marvel? Yeah.
Taking out Avengers.
Yes.
Yeah.
The individual movies were a lot better.
Yeah, Iron Man was
Wait,
good.
are you saying taking away all their individual movies? So
No, no,
taking
no.
away all
No, no, no.
Marvel?
Taking away
No,
Avengers.
so like
The
Iron
Avengers.
Man,
so we
Captain.
All DC has is Dark Knight, and
Iron Man will be right at the
Batman
cusp.
Begins, and
Well, Iron Man.
Well, no. If you're gonna take out the
I'm just
Avengers,
saying.
you have to take out the fucking Chris Nolan Batman movies.
No, because those are DC movies. What are you talking about?
Well, the Avengers was a Marvel movie.
I'm trying to make a point that they've had one, like, this is the fucking shit movie. The rest of them have been really good.
Whoa, who are you
really
talking about?
good.
Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah, however-
They've been really good movies, but they have not been up to the, like, of Dark Knight or...
No,
I
those-
even like Man of Steel better than, like, Iron
Yeah,
Man
but
3 this
hold on.
year.
DC also
So what
had
are we
Batman
talking about?
Returns.
Well, that's going way
Hey, don't get me wrong,
And Batman
I
Returns
fucking
is good.
enjoyed Dark Knight a fuck ton. But if you're asking me who's making better movies like without the Avengers right now, like for Marvel or DC,
Green Lantern.
it's Marvel. Green
Green
Lantern.
Lantern is one bad.
They only make so many movies, and,
And was and,
usually
and,
always
and I
shitty.
don't know
The
whose fault
problem
that
is
was.
quantity.
Huh?
It's there you go. It is quantity. Like you're saying, who's making better movies more than one?
Well, Marvel is making
Batman's
more
pretty much
movies
the only
and
good thing
better.
they're doing.
Franchises
Yeah.
versus...
Batman
asked
is
a
their only
question.
great.
I asked a question.
You
guys
asked a
attacked
loaded
me.
question.
I know. I said
Yeah,
maybe
you
opening
asked
a
a
can of
question,
worms here.
and you like, oh,
I
let's
said
take out
maybe opening a
Avengers.
can of
It was
worms.
like, oh, well, like you know.
Well, you asked a loaded
You
question.
asked
You
what
knew
you're doing.
what you're gonna do. That's what
Yeah.
happens. You purposely worded it.
Iron
to
Man
incite
1,
this
good.
sort of-
Iron
I
Man
wanted
2,
a
not so
reaction. I
much.
didn't know it was going to be such an angry
Iron Man
reaction,
3,
that's
good.
all.
I
Well,
like
because
Captain
this
America.
is a comic book question.
Yeah.
That comes down to Marvel versus DC. Of course there's going to be an argument.
Exactly.
Duh.
I guess I was mainly thinking of I prefer Man of Steel to Iron Man 3 this year.
Okay.
So there we have this year
That's
alone.
your
No,
I'm going
I
DC
think I
over.
prefer Iron Man 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Both are flawed, but I see Iron Man 3's flaws being a little more than...
I thought Iron Man
Yeah,
was a little bit more fun.
I still like
enjoyable.
Iron Man
It wasn't
three.
that
More
long.
fun, enjoyable.
I didn't
I
feel
still
that
like
long.
Iron Man
and
3 a lot. I still think it's a great.
I thought I
movie.
liked Man of Steel, but
Man of
thought
Steel
Iron
was
Man
good
There
three
movie,
wasn't
don't get me
anything
wrong, but-
really new, though.
Superman punch stuff.
There wasn't
Wait,
anything new in either
It was
movie.
new. There was
Yeah,
no
there was a
kryptonite.
lot more Iron Man.
No, and there was a lot less Tony Stark being Iron Man because he spent a good time outside of the suit, and
Yeah.
it was about his flaws and or that he was there. Like there was a lot more build up in that, whereas Man of Steel was a lot more
It was more about Tony Stark than
punch
Iron Man.
stuff with alien Kryptonians and having two dads that are Kevin Costner and Russell Crowe.
Well, dad and a half.
But those were the
The
best
one was a
parts of
robot.
Man of Steel, were the fucking Kevin Costner things, man.
I'm not saying
Alright, anyways,
Really?
so-
Best
I'm just saying
parts?
Batman or Superman.
Basically,
Alright, so-
basically, moving back to the Superman Batman movie, because we're talking about. Basically, what this is them trying to hurry up and get into a Justice League movie without just bam going Justice League movie.
That's
They're
kinda
kind
what
of
it seems to
making
me, yeah.
one little setup to go. Okay, well now we can do this because we at least have this, you know.
Because they really want to
Solidified.
jump in there.
Good luck with that.
And I don't know what
there's
they're
a
doing.
lot of money to be had.
You know, let's move
If they do it
down.
right.
Let's move
That's
down.
what's
Go
coming
out of
out,
order
yeah.
and go to some news then that happened recently. That wasn't at Comic-Con, which is in season 2 of Arrow they're going to introduce the Flash, and the Flash is going to have his own TV series.
Ooh, I like that.
So are we? This is my question.
Ha-ha.
the voice in the room would like to say something. You want to quick say something?
No, I'm just excited.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so the Flash is going to be in Arrow season 2, and he's going to have his own TV series. Then, does this mean that Green Arrow and Arrow is going to be in Justice League, and the Flash in this TV show are going to be in Justice League? Is this also set up for Justice League? So are they actually
There's-
You gotta
setting
have
up
the
these
Flash.
characters?
There actually is a Flash movie coming. 3-ish.
Do we know that? They've
Two-ish,
said that for a
three-ish.
long time.
Rumor. There might
They've
be
said that for
There's
a
a
long
poster
time.
now.
You do know it's probably
Fan-made.
fan-made, yeah. But I
The
mean,
internet stripped Casey before.
if this is the case, then they are setting up these characters in other ways. They're actually combining a bunch of media, and this could bring more attention to the Arrow show,
I'd
and
give
the
it a
Flash
Flash
show, and
Well,
Watch
especially if
the
they
Flash show.
keep kind of the production value and storytelling that Arrow has. Arrow's been very good. Like,
yeah,
it's
it was
a-
really good season 1.
I feel I missed out by not actually starting that show. I gotta catch up on that.
Watch it.
Didn't you watch Smallville?
I did.
Yeah,
I
that's the
watched
weird
shit out of
thing.
Smallville.
I didn't watch Smallville, but I watch Arrow.
Wait, so you watched Smallville, but you never saw Green Arrow.
No.
Or Arrow.
Arrow, no.
And in season 2, he's finally going to use the fucking
Hey,
name. It looks like based on the
yeah,
trailer.
I
they
never
showed.
saw. I
Thank
never
fucking
saw.
God.
Be the hood anymore.
Yeah,
I never
thank
saw
God.
the pilot to Aquaman either, so you can't blame
Well,
that.
yeah, because I don't think they released that, did they?
They had that for a while. You could actually watch it.
Are you talking about extras?
Sonic,
Not
yeah.
extras,
You
uh,
saw
Vinny
it?
Chase? Vinny Chase is not good.
Lou Diamond Phillips, was it good? Figured.
You got the.
All right. So now, wait. Okay, so based on that news, does that mean you want to watch Arrow, or are you just saying in general you want to watch?
I kind of started watching Arrow after I started hearing about it more and more.
Oh,
What if-
I was kind of
what if
standoffish
you-
about because I actually liked Birds of
Stop
Prey.
watching?
Birds of Prey, I
I
really
have-
enjoyed.
I have to
The
watch
only
Birds
part
of
I didn't
Prey.
like about Birds of Prey was whenever they talked about Batman.
Birds of Prey. Didn't watch Arrow.
No, the only thing I didn't like about Batman, Birds of Prey was whenever they talked about Batman, you always saw him in like a dark shadow, like twirling his cape. I was like, what the fuck? Never seen Batman just go. Around in circles. Never seen that.
Okay, say let's hypothetically say that you don't watch Arrow season 2 or don't catch up on Arrow. When this Flash show starts, are you interested in
I'm
watching
probably
it?
gonna fucking watch Flash show then. I'll catch up
Or you're
on the
not,
Green Arrow.
or you are?
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Weird.
I'm
So you're just
gonna-
gonna skip one DC show.
Oh, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna watch I'm gonna watch Arrow.
It's not consistent.
But I'm gonna watch Flash. Fuck you.
It's just
consistency.
really weird that you didn't watch it. That's all. We're just
This should
saying
also
that this is
be-
obviously weird that you track record wise. It appears as though you should have been watching Arrow. Like it's just really weird.
I should have, but I decided not to because I was worried that it would just get canceled. This is at the time.
Yeah.
Like Game
This
of
is not-
Thrones, like everything.
This is at my
Okay,
time of life
you
where I was
thought-
afraid of things
hold
getting
on a
canceled.
second. You thought Arrow was gonna get canceled?
Yeah,
You do know it's on the CW.
yeah.
They don't.
It would have
Shit.
to do really fucking shitty to get canceled. Like it would have to do like 10,000 people watching it to get canceled. And it's based on a comic book that wasn't gonna happen.
Birds of
It's
Prey
their
got
highest
canceled.
rated show. It's a new show.
Birds of Prey got canceled. They had an awesome last episode that had fucking Clayface in it and everything.
Look at the
Awesome.
Okay, when was Birds of Prey? Look at the pop culture climate then, and look at the pop culture climate now. There are
that's the deal.
superheroes fucking
look
everywhere.
I don't look
okay?
at fucking pop culture.
What
climates.
movie did we
Fuck
see
you.
today? We just saw fucking Wolverine. All right.
Yeah.
So what are you talking about? Oh, there was not many superhero movies back then, and so people didn't watch.
I
Birds
sound
of
like a
Prey.
real idiot in his head, don't I?
In his head.
Whip my ass with my hand. Is
I'm
what
saying
he's essentially doing the
Birds
voice
of
of.
Prey.
Fuck
Are
you.
you even doing a voice
Okay.
right there?
He was.
New answer to your problem with that though. Birds of Prey. What about that to the common public says this is a superhero show?
Tights.
There are other problems other than this was a superhero show that they canceled right away.
No,
That
I
doesn't
mean a
mean
show. I
superhero.
mean a show on the CW that they canceled right away. That's what you're asking about. That
I'm
was
saying,
one of the few shows.
based on-
like honestly,
based
most of the
on
shows I see on the
Smallville's track
CW
record, based
are
on superhero
young
things in general.
teen, blah blah blah,
So wait,
Dawson's
wait,
Creek,
wait.
Gossip Girl, blah,
So
which are succeeding.
So we can end this. So in other words, you're not going to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. then because you're afraid it's just going to get canceled right away.
I'm watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well,
It's not
it's
Fox.
Joss Whedon and it's Fox.
That's
It's
gonna
not Fox,
Sorry,
it's ABC.
What is it?
I see that. I see
Disney owns ABC.
I see lasting
No,
power.
the
in
last
that.
2 seasons.
I see lasting power in that though.
Maybe season and a half.
That's a deal though. I see lasting.
I
power
still
in that.
say Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will be the #1 new show.
I see lasting
That's
power
fine.
in that. That's it.
Who's Summer Glau playing in that? I just
No,
assumed
she's going to be in Arrow season 2.
Okay, that's
It's
fine.
Raw comic book show.
No, it's
Maybe he
Joss
was
Whedon.
asking about Arrow.
It's Joss Whedon. I assume Summer Glau's going to be
maybe
there.
she'll
Trying to
have
play
a
Arsenal.
guest star at some point.
But
Play Arsenal.
Well, we already know what that
Yeah,
comes
but-
in, right?
Is Arsenal
Comes-
Jack?
some
Roy
guy.
Harper's in Arrow, but you don't watch it, so you wouldn't know that. Okay, moving on.
The voice of the room's giving me a fuck you.
No, she's
sign.
gonna play.
Yeah, because
Kate.
she's
She's gonna
really-
play Hawk
We may
Show.
have to
She was
edit her
probably
out
thinking
because
what
she
I
may
just
just
said.
jump over the camera.
She's sorry.
and murder
I
you.
love Green Arrow. I will murder you.
She no. Summer Glau's playing Hawk.
Way to go for tolerance, voice of the room.
I mean Hawk Bro Girl. She's playing.
I can't think of her
Kate.
name.
She's playing.
Yeah.
Whatever her name
Yeah,
is.
Kate,
Wilson
whatever.
or something.
I don't know.
Okay.
Young
That would
Avengers.
be-
We're talking about Young Avengers.
She's playing the female
All right.
Hawkeye.
Yes.
So we're gonna play
Let's
female.
try to get
Track.
through this, guys. Let's try to get through this.
So there's the track.
Let's move on
It's
then.
way over.
We want to talk about Avengers. We want to talk about Joss Whedon now. So let's talk about Avengers 2, which is now going to be called Avengers: Age of Ultron. And Joss Whedon says there will be no Hank Pym in it.
No Hank Pym. No Hank Pym.
Well,
it's
look,
gonna be
unless he's
creation.
gonna beat his wife and spray her with a can of bug spray.
But we
he
are-
can't be true to the comic.
Ultron's gonna be a creation of Tony Stark.
Well, that's what everybody says. But I mean, there is going to be a Ant-Man movie that Edgar Wright supposedly will do at some point.
Eventually.
How do
So,
you do? Now I'm confused. How do you do an Ultron movie with the guy who invents Ultron not in it?
Yeah,
it's weird to
Or
me too.
involved?
I'm hoping this is kind of a J.J. Abrams style thing where they say there's gonna be no Hank Pym in this, and then Hank Pym's in it.
No, fuck that. I'm done
No.
with that shit. I'm done with getting lied to.
Also, wait,
People at Marvel, if you're listening, fuck you if you do that.
They're not
People
listening.
at Marvel, if you're listening, do that. So,
People at Marvel, if you're listening, sponsor us.
I get it. J.J. Abrams isn't doing the movie, but
We'll
still,
put a big banner up right
you can
here.
still do it. You can copy his tactics. Okay.
Don't copy J.J. Abrams' tactics.
He's an asshole. Bam!
I really like J.J. Abrams.
But he lied to me!
too much lens flare.
And too much fucking lens flare.
I was blinded in 3D.
I apologize.
Awake!
I
That
apologize,
was
Mr.
exaggeration.
Abrams, if you're watching this. He's not
Not
watching.
watching.
He's not watching.
Okay, let's move. So those were our
I am
statements.
watching this. And then, like the gears and a puff of black smoke.
So other than that, does this mean anything to
Flare
us?
starts coming off all the
lens
glass.
flare. Shit, look out, it's J.J. Abrams.
I think it's too early to
We're
even
No
say
hit by
anything.
his side.
Yeah,
It's-
no. Also, how is it going to be Age of Ultron with Thanatos?
Thanos.
Thanos. Yeah.
Because Thanos is going to be the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy, and he could be played by Vin Diesel.
okay.
All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the rumor I heard. That's the
Yes.
rumor I heard.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
gonna
Dude,
drive
I don't
a
know.
fast car.
Dude, no, just think about it. You're not going to be
He
seeing.
might,
You're
he
not
might
going
have
to be seeing
reflective
Vin
eyes and
Diesel.
stab people.
No, you're not going to be seeing Vin Diesel, remember. You're going to be seeing Vin Diesel either under a shit ton of prosthetics or CG, and he's voicing it. Okay? Iron Giant, man. Iron Giant. Vin Diesel has an excellent fucking voice.
He's
for
got Vin Diesel.
You can't do
And
CG
let's
for
be
this.
honest,
It's gonna be shit ton
no
of
matter
makeup.
what happens, we're
Nope.
all going to be watching Rocket Raccoon.
No, that's it.
Alright, you got me there.
But
I heard they're going to announce soon all that
Like
stuff,
every-
like who Rocket
Well,
Raccoon's voice is going to be, all that kind of stuff.
It's
Anyways,
pure
just
English.
saying.
But
We can
I
all
saw the
vote.
show where Karen Gillan shaved her head, and I
And
looked up the pictures.
people are sending death
for
threats
her.
to James Gunn, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. They're sending him
Why?
death threats because they feel he forced her to shave her head. I don't think that's
That,
happening
okay,
at
that
all.
seemed kind of pointless. I looked up the pictures. They're like, I don't remember this character. I looked it up. Almost every damn picture of her had hair, except for the cyborg one. And I'm like, this happened later on. Apparently,
people
I
not
read,
know?
up, I read up the whole like story online about. I was like,
Skullcat.
made no sense.
Do people not know how contracts work? Like the actor can go,
So-
I don't shave my head.
And I don't show my titties.
So that was Fashion Corner with Kit Kamenko.
He's got his own corner.
hijacking
Nobody puts
news
Kit in the
story.
fashion corner.
Those colors are so last season. He didn't whip out his accessories too often with the sword and whatnot. Yes.
It was confirmed at Comic-Con that Peter Dinklage is Bolivar Trask, the guy who created the Sentinels. And now, by this point, if you're watching this, we've seen, viral marketing with Sentinels, and they had a Sentinel head at Comic-Con, and we've even seen pictures of Peter Dinklage with a cool 70s mustache and
Oh,
yes.
in the role. So,
Yes.
The only problem I have is Trask is in a midget.
yeah, but
What?
who
Really? You have a
cares?
problem with that?
Don't care.
But I don't
Yeah,
care because
fair.
it's fucking Dinklage.
It's the
No,
ding,
no,
He's
it's
man.
not
going
fucking
to
ding.
rocket.
It's
He's going to
the
rocket
ding.
so
Oh my
hard.
god. That's... Look, you could put him in whatever the fuck and my nipples would explode from excitement. That's basically it.
Your
Dude, what-
nipples?
Oh, wait. What if somebody made a movie with, Peter Dinklage, David
Done.
Bowie,
You already got me.
Oh. Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage? What if someone made this movie?
Kersploosh! Or whatever the male equivalent of Kersploosh is.
No, I think in this case for
It's
you
just a
it is actually
Kersploosh, though, but
Kersploosh.
stickier.
Alright.
I'd be cleaning 3 kinds of stains out of my underwear, I tell you that much.
David Bowie reference check. Alright,
Oh my god. Oh, God, why
Just
can't someone
covered it,
make
man.
that movie?
David Bowie as Doctor Strange would be amazing.
You know who may play Doctor Strange? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I really have.
Why?
Kevin Feige wants him to play Doctor Strange eventually. So, anyways, alright. Had to get that one in there.
I want David Bowie.
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
Next news
Yeah.
story.
Brings his
We
own
know he's a
special
wizard.
We know Nick Cage is already a wizard.
Next news story.
Master of the mystic arts. Bolts
Next
of Xantal.
Whoa.
Nine rings of Exodia!
By the Holy
That
Ghost.
was terrible. No.
Really?
No.
Couple. Wow.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you
No, I am.
Can I say the news stories so that
Did he actually
we don't
make a
just
sequel
get
of
you
Buck?
yelling?
Real quick, did they make a sequel in his book? Alright, sorry. Go ahead.
Reach for it. Alright.
Couple news stories now based on books, not comic books. One coming from Comic-Con, other coming afterwards. We'll go with the Comic-Con one first. Chuck Palahniuk, the author of Fight Club and other awesome books,
That dude.
said that he is working on a sequel to Fight Club,
As a
Right?
book or as a movie?
as in a series of graphic novels.
Don't.
No, even still no.
I don't even know what the fuck he would do.
Yeah.
You know, neither do I, but I'm kind of on board just to see whatever it ends up being. I'm just so interested to see what it would end up being
No.
that I kind of want to see it.
No.
Well,
it was fine.
the way the book ends.
If it sucks, it sucks, and it's just a comic book that costs
Did
me
the
like
book
15
end as well
bucks.
as the movie?
That
Like,
doesn't bother me.
better than the movie.
No,
I'm
the
assuming.
end of the book
Better.
and the movie are significantly different.
Better?
You can,
Different
no,
or
you
just
cannot. You can't compare them as they are.
Oh, okay.
Hadouken.
Fire Doken.
Okay, so for the most part, everybody hates that idea.
Yeah.
I'm not
No.
saying I hate it. I'm just saying I don't know what the fuck he would do.
Yeah, I don't
think he
know
needs to
either.
do it. I think that some things should just be left alone.
But that's why I'm interested to see what
But he's not
happens.
like a terrible writer.
I don't
so
think
don't
Anchorman should
I don't
have a sequel.
expect him
They're
to be
making a
a
sequel
bad
of
plot.
Yeah, and it's not like that's the only thing he's written, and then he wrote a bunch of crap that nobody likes, and now he's like, I'm just gonna go back to what everybody loved. No, he's made a ton of books and popular books.
Yeah.
So it's,
By the way,
considering that he
Sony
doesn't
Final
need to do
Fantasy
this.
VII remake.
Choke wasn't terrible.
Movie?
Choke wasn't terrible. The
Well,
movie
yeah, it
wasn't
was
terrible.
Sam Rockwell, so
Yeah.
of course it was gonna not.
I don't base it off of Sam Rockwell. When I think of Sam Rockwell, I think of him like splooging the moon pie over that one dude's face in the Green Mile.
That's
Every
what you
time.
think of.
Moving
That
on.
is what you
Every
think
damn
of.
time.
Moving on.
What?
Kid ends. Weird.
Every time. That's what I think of. Like Sam
Yeah,
Well,
Rockwell.
ass news story.
No, you know what?
So it's like,
Fair.
You're okay.
Every time you say something like that, every time.
Okay, but you have the
wait, did I say
weirdest.
splooging? Splooging was the wrong word. Okay.
Anywho, moving on. Moving on.
Not fast
I got a
enough.
thing on my nose.
Moving on.
Sorry, I got thrown off because he said moon pie, and I was like, I don't remember any of this in Moon. Like as soon as he said that, so that was where I was confused.
Green
So I
Mile,
was like,
Green Mile.
he was like, he's splooging out of his face in of a moon, and I'm like, wait, moon splooging out of his face? I don't remember that.
I don't
at all.
remember the Bukkake scene from Green Mile.
That happened. They're in a jail cell. Shit happened.
It's on the drive.
Anything could happen when two people share a cell, cuz.
Moving on.
Well, yeah, let's get to the last story.
only one more,
Last
let's do
story
it.
then.
God help us.
Neil Gaiman's gonna make a video game.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna make a video
Really?
game. It's gonna be called Wayward Manor. It's gonna be from the people who made the whatever Misadventures of P.P. Winterbottom, or whatever it's called.
It's
the
an
indie
adventure game, right?
It's-
He's making an adventure.
Adventure
I don't.
mystery.
Have they said exactly what it is?
I thought it was.
I know that the game is based around a ghost that lives in this house that he wants the people that live there now out, and in his adventures to get them kick them out of the house, he uncovers the mystery
Oh
of his
yeah, it
adventure.
sounded like that Grabbed by the Ghoulies game that Rare made for Xbox.
No, it does not sound anything like that. No.
Grabbed by the Ghoulies
But
sounds
Not
familiar.
even, not even
Or
remotely
Ghost
close.
Trick? Was that it? What
Ghost Trick is closer. Sounds more like Phantoms from the Genesis.
What was the name of that Sega Genesis game where?
Phantom's like a motherfucker, yo.
Is that the one with the skateboard kid?
Sure.
Skateboard kid jumped an item, scared the shit out of the owner's
Yes,
neck.
he did skate.
Alright.
You know, you guys asked why I said sometimes we give wrong information to these things, and then Kit goes,
Hey.
"Who's the skateboard kid?" Sure.
And you
No,
see this?
I know it doesn't
Green
have.
Ghost.
Yeah, it's-
He rode a skateboard. He died on the skateboard because it fucked up. He went to the CEO of his
No.
company, scared the shit out of him and his family.
What? No.
This was a game.
No, it is, but that's not what happened at all.
I remember that happening.
All right, so
right.
and whatever the
It was awesome.
Like,
So-
it's Neil Gaiman. It's gonna be amazing.
It doesn't
There's-
sound like a
there's-
terribly interesting game,
It's
I'll
like
be honest,
zombies
but it is
in
Neil
my
Gaiman.
neighbors.
But Neil Gaiman doing a game.
Yeah.
Neil Gaiman can do anything.
Still kind of-
He can literally do anything. Anything
Yeah.
he touches
Oh,
turns
dude.
to gold.
No, that's the thing. It's like what I saw. Like I saw some screenshots and I saw like a basic premise of the game and went, that doesn't really sound like that interesting, but it is
Well-
Neil Gaiman. I'm sign me up.
Regular mortals like us, if we touch them, we get struck by lightning for our
What this
presumption.
does bring up, though, is whatever happened to that...
This is how I access the Speed Force.
Whatever
Thank
happened to that American Gods HBO series we were supposed to get?
That's still a couple years off, I think.
Yeah.
No,
We haven't heard anything about it. Like,
Well, no,
I have a question if it's still being made.
I thought the last thing they said was like it'd be like a 2014, 2015 thing. Like it wasn't an oncoming.
Yeah, but when does that Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson HBO show come out? Because I thought it was spring of 2014, and there's a trailer for that already.
Question.
What?
American Gods. House on the Rock. That's where Thor took his son. That's what it's from.
That did happen there, yes.
Similar vein, Patrick Rothfuss's Name of the Wind, King Killer Chronicle got optioned for a TV show on Showtime or HBO. Or no, sorry, Fox. So that sucks, but Patrick Rothfuss...
How'd you confuse it?
You know what?
Showtime and HBO with Fox.
Hopeful thinking.
I don't have Showtime, so it sucks.
Oh, you
to
don't
have
really-
Showtime too.
I mean, other than the fact that the production values would probably be much more on one of the pay stations. I mean, there's not like there's a lot
How
of
good
violence.
is Showtime's?
They used
I
to
like
have
Dexter.
Stargate SG-1.
Yeah, but I mean, is their production quality going to be as high?
Well, I don't
I
think
think HBO would have.
I don't
no,
think
but at
there's
the same-
going to need that much production.
I don't
in the
know.
same vein, well,
But
no,
what
in the
about
same vein-
Stars? What about Stars? Didn't
Who
they
fucking
do?
cares about stars? But in the same vein,
No,
like,
they did that one Ian McShane fantasy miniseries. What was it called?
if you're thinking
Pillars of the Earth?
No, I have no idea.
Right?
I didn't know Ian
I don't
McShane
even
did
know.
anything after.
Something like that. It's called something like that. I own it. I'll bring it
Never
up.
seen it.
I'll bring it up. Yeah, never seen it. I'll bring it up.
You brought up, like, ooh.
I mean, I didn't
It's
know
on
he
the
did.
bottom.
I
Brushed
I
off.
didn't know he did
It's on
anything
the bottom,
after Kings.
internet.
You brushed off the bottom and revealed it. Like,
You know.
After Kings, I didn't think he did anything.
Transition.
Kings,
The-
I liked
Kings
Kings.
was sweet.
Yeah.
With
Underrated
strong
show.
Christian overtones. Being
Yeah, but
from
even
the
if
Bible.
you overlook that, it's still
I
a
know.
good show.
Well, no, I thought it was a sweet show, and then I realized it was just like straight out the Bible.
Yeah, it's very much religious stuff, but
how did you know that?
It's
That was like-
Well,
wasn't that
there is
what?
the Book of Kings.
wasn't that the
That-
wow? We're
it's
going
David fighting the
two-
Goliath tank.
We're gonna
That's how he starts
we're
his
gonna
thing.
get we're gonna
Oh.
get two Bowie references now. But wasn't that the same year that the Life on Mars remake came out and it was awesome? So
Well, I wouldn't say
that was a
the
bad
remake
year
was
for.
awesome.
I liked the remake.
I
With
saw
Jason Amara.
I've caught a couple episodes. I
It
don't
was
know.
good. I liked
I didn't
it.
know why it was called
And it
Life
had
on
an
Mars.
ending, and the ending was
I
pretty
re-
awesome.
look at- no.
So
I didn't know understand why they had to call it Life on Mars. It had nothing to do with it.
because that's
Oh,
the song that's playing when he gets sent back in time.
That's a terrible reason to make it a name of the show.
There was also a sequel in Britain.
If you're doing a
Ashes
movie,
to
that'd be one
Ashes.
thing, but-
There's a sequel show. I'm serious. I'm not
Sounds like a
kidding.
teleport to the 1980s.
I'm not. Yes.
God!
I'm not. It's not the same guy. It's a different person, I believe. I didn't see it, so.
Well, that makes more sense, Britain. Thank you.
Britain just
why
loves
you
David
live in
Bowie.
Britain?
Do you need a reason to have David Bowie references? Or-
No.
Wait. Speaking of David Bowie references, like we never do those. So why would anyone want David Bowie references in their shows?
Yeah. I can dream.
All right. So I think that's all the
Shows
news
should
for
have more
today.
David Bowie
I
references.
think that's all the news for today.
Vince and others.
That's
and you
enough.
should have a sex transition so you can be my China girl.
That's enough David Bowie references.
Can I just
That's-
tuck my wiener behind my legs?
That would be
That's
something
good
I would
for
love
Josh.
to pin
Let's go
up.
home.
I don't get it.
That's another David Bowie reference.
No.
It would take you hours to get that one.
That one I got.
All right, I'm Case Monahan. Good night.
And I'll be riding Diamond Dogs. Oh, just got that one.
I'm gonna go spend 7 years in
You know, if
Tibet.
we can end this, then we can be heroes. So, see you next time.
What's stupid?
Oh!
Jesus, son of a bitch.
It's all coming from my pants!
God.
I've already got one.
How are our shields?
Tease it.
Tease it.
I love Tease-Its. With the Parmesan ones are my favorite.
Okay.
Never had those. I've seen the boxes where it says get your own box though. You
Kid took it to heart.
No, because like I asked Josh, can I have one? I was like, turn the box around.
So are you
You're
looking for
gonna-
a sex change operation then, Kit? Because you were like, get your own box.
This went to a dark.
All right.
Today on the console wars.
News from the front!
Okay. Let's do this shit.
Hot news from the front of the console wars.
The Xbox laid another failed battle.
Thousands killed in Beijing.
On location, we cut to Kit Kamenko. And then Kit goes and stands in front of a fan, and he's like, I'm out here!
It's terrible! The Xbox! They're fighting the PS clones!
Kit, we hear the
mass hysteria!
We hear a lot of noise going, yeah! It turns out the Xbox is so big they need a bigger exhaust fan.
They're bringing back the Duke! They're bringing back the Duke for their heavy artillery! No one's hands can wrap around its massive these things!
We all seek shelter around here, but we're hopeless at this point.
The first auxiliary Nintendo Union is out here for medical support!